What is up, friends? My name is Laura. If you've never visited my YouTube channel before, welcome. Today I'm going to be continuing my series. The last about month I've been talking about jobs that you can do from your very own home. I also kind of talk about my journey. I've been working by myself for about 6 years now, either from my home or from a random country around the world. I'll link any of those past videos below if you want to check them out. Also, make sure that you subscribe so you don't miss any future videos that I do put out. So without further ado, let's get started on 6 businesses that you can create so that you work from home. In no particular order, the very first one that I'm going to talk about is being an author. I'm sure almost everyone out there has at some point in their life thought, hey, that would be a really fun book to write, or they've thought about, talking about their life or a struggle they've had or anything like that. So writing a book actually is very different these days because you kind of can just sell it on Amazon. You don't actually need to go through a publisher. It can be on almost any topic that you want to write about. Being an author is a wonderful career because you are doing all of the work for the most part up front, and then hopefully years down the road, you're still getting that passive income on a monthly basis. So whether you want to actually go with a publishing company and they can help you market your book and hopefully you can give them a good pitch to go with, or you want to just do it yourself and sell it yourself online, being an author is a great stay-at-home job for anyone. The second job that I want to talk to you about is having a marketing agency. So whether you want to actually have the business or you're interested in one of the different avenues. I've talked about how in my working from home journey, I do a lot of copywriting. So I'll write websites, I'll do kind of email campaigns, that kind of stuff. And I do a lot of social media management. Those are 2 avenues within a whole digital marketing agency. So when I was first starting my journey, I actually did a lot of like subcontract work. So it would be a larger agency or a bigger name, and I'm actually just writing it, and then they'll use their own name for the actual writing. So it's going to be a little bit lower if you're actually just being a part of the agency. But it's a really great way to get some experience. Like I say, you can work from home and then get that, experience that you need to get bigger jobs or work with larger clients. If you're interested in having the actual business itself, you can kind of more go into management and you're managing each of the tasks. You might be managing the people. You might be, more just working on onboarding people, or you could actually be doing some of the work, of course, as well. So you might have, just a couple contractors under you that also are working from home. Or you could be building it up, building your brand up, building you being the face of the business up, and then you are contracting everything out and you are just in charge of whatever you like. So a lot of people love this. That's kind of their goal, so that they end up not having to do kind of the same work throughout their whole life. Then they actually understand the work, and then over time they're just outsourcing more and more, and then of course they're getting some of that money that they're outsourcing that work too. So it's a really great business. It's something that it will kind of start slower and build up probably, unless maybe you already have a few leads out there, but it's a wonderful business that again, you can do right from your own home, and that hopefully will work for years and years to come. Digital marketing is not going anywhere, so it's a wonderful business to get into. The third business is not necessarily a business. It can be, of course, almost anything can be out there, but it's something that I really want to encourage you if you are interested in working from home and you just don't really know where it fits into your life yet. And that actually would be an English teacher. A lot of countries like China, Japan, some in South America, quite a few out there are looking for, North American English first language speakers. So you just need a perfect internet connection, which you do for most of these jobs anyways. And you will be teaching these, elementary school all the way till the 12th grade English. You also might be teaching them like science, but in English, all of those different kind of things. This pay does start a little bit lower, but if you have any kind of degree, you actually just need a quick certification and then you're off. One of the only negatives about that one, of course, are that the hours are very specific. For some of these jobs, you could be doing them on a Sunday at 2 a.m. or anything like that. These are going to be specific job hours. And if it's in a foreign country, that might mean you have really random hours, but it also might not be. So it's definitely something that you may want to look into. The fourth business that you can start right from home is having a VA or virtual assistant business. This is actually how a lot of people kind of start out in the working from home job sector, because a virtual assistant can be almost anything out there. It can be, doing some errands for someone, email management, executive assisting, and a lot of people, if you've ever been something like worked at the front desk or helped your boss in almost any way in any job, a lot of times those people will thrive as a VA. Again, very similar to the marketing agency, you can build it up and then, outsource specific things. So for example, a virtual assistant could also be email management, and then you realize you love email management, but you do not like booking flights for people. That's not something that you like to do maybe. So those kind of things you might outsource to someone else, and you can end up actually having a huge virtual team and using something like Slack and Zoom and building that up so that you might not even be having to work very much, or you're only doing the specific VA tasks that you enjoy. I've said this in a previous video, a VA typically doesn't get paid as much right at the very beginning, but they definitely can work their way up. I know, for example, Warren Buffett out there, he has his own assistant, and I'm going to tell you, they definitely are making way into the six figures. So it's definitely something that you kind of can just work with someone, especially if they really like you. They really don't want you going anywhere. They will pay you accordingly. The fifth business is being a coach. So for example, a life coach, a nutrition coach, a health coach in any way, there are very short programs out there that you can do the program at home, and then of course you can be transitioning into becoming a coach. So that's always a really great one. You typically do not need a degree. Of course, if you have one and maybe something like psychology, it would look really great, but it is not needed. So if you think that you have always wanted to help people and maybe become some sort of coach, there are so many different options out there, and that's a great business to get into. The sixth and final business that you can create is being a blogger, and people don't quite realize how you can make this into a business. So there's a few different kinds of blogging that you can do. You might have gone on a week's trip and you want to blog it, and now you're realizing, I actually could have made that into a career. Most of the ways are through affiliate marketing. So if I were to talk about the hotel, well, maybe that hotel actually had some sort of commission that I could get if I were to refer anyone there or to use a specific link that they were willing to provide. And you would link that within the blog, and if people are clicking on it, you're going to get some revenue. You also could put ads throughout your blog. You can do a number of different things. You could have an Amazon affiliate link. You can do all of those kind of things and work it within your blog. So although you might be getting a bit of money for people just coming onto your website, the main way will be through the commissions that you are kind of recommending. So if you love writing, just kind of like being an author, but you don't want it to be, this really long book, or you have a bunch of travels coming up, or you have a specific topic that you love talking about and you're passionate and you would love to actually go online and write a 1,000-word blog a couple times a week, a blog might be a perfect opportunity of a business that you can create from your home. I would love to hear which of those 6 options best suits you. Which one do you see having work for you and your lifestyle? I will be happy to comment back to you, and if you have any questions at all, I love answering them, so make sure you just post those in the comments below. I hope that you did like this video, guys. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss my future videos just like this one, and we'll keep giving you different ideas. It can feel a little bit overwhelming, of course, when you're not quite sure what you want to do, but there's so many different great options out there. So I hope this did help, and I hope to see you soon again. Keep living life, guys. Bye.